Beauty Bros back with another video, and in this video, we review the rest of the games of Game Week 20. Guys, like, comment, subscribe as usual. Give us a thumbs up, and let's get into it. Boom.
Let's go.
All right, guys. I guess we'll start this one with the Arsenal game. Since we're talking about the title race and Liverpool, obviously, getting held at home against United 2-2. I know this game was before the Liverpool game, but it was a chance again, in hindsight, for Arsenal to kind of close the gap. And yet again, they failed to capitalize on an opportunity. Again.
Oh, your audio.
Sounds
Your
up.
audio.
Someone up.
Yeah. Technical difficulties, people.
Nah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about the technical mishaps there. But like I was saying, just Arsenal just failed to capitalize on an opportunity to close the gap. And yeah, guys, I mean, I don't know if you want to get into it and talk first, or you want me to go ahead and talk first. But I mean, at the end of the day, what I can say about that game, it was just a miserable game. And this is one of the games. I mean, watching this game, I was so frustrated. I was frustrated at everyone. But first of all, the starting lineup. From then on, it was just, and that has to go on Mikel Arteta. I mean.
But I heard you guys had a virus, though. Was it like people were sick or something?
Yeah, I mean, people were sick, but it's just the guys that were playing, I think they were okay. And I mean, I know they're saying Odegaard was sick and Martinelli as well was sick, and I mean, fair enough. I mean, it showed when they came on that there was nothing that they were doing. Martinelli came and again just running down blind alleys. How many times do you see Odegaard just miscontrolling balls left, right, and center? I mean, I haven't seen that in a long time from him. So yeah, definitely there was something not quite right there. But just in terms of the game itself, man, I mean, to go 1-0 up, somewhat, with a bit of fortune, because I think the keeper should have done better. I mean, it's good for Manuel to score that goal, but I mean, it goes straight to the keeper, right? But you have to be able in this situation. I mean, we're going to talk about the penalty, which I think is not a penalty, but we'll talk about that. But you have to going 1-0 up, and you are in the title race. You have to be able to close this type of games up. And just after the goal, there was just nothing. Like I said, it was just frustration from my part. There was nothing. It was just like, even if they tried to go forward, it's just like there was the handbrake on, and they couldn't. We talk about the revival of. We talk about the revival of Jesus. I mean, the guy did his 3 days and he went back. You know what I mean?
The holidays are gone now. He's back to normal.
Gone, man. The guy was non-existent. Trossard, man. Every time Trossard starts, it just. I mean, the guy is always mad that he's not starting games, and this is why. Because you are a 12th man, and you have to realize that some people are. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer made a career out of being a 12th man. Why are you complaining? Because every time you start, you just give us dead games, and I just don't get it. Why this game you have to have like a bit of oomph about you, because you're playing against your old club. Every time you're touching the ball, they're booing you. You have to show something, man. But nothing. You just gave them what they wanted. You did nothing all game. It's like they got into your head. Midfield. I mean, Jorginho. I mean, he's been a good a good signing overall for us. But that game, man, the guy just looked weak. It's like, come on, eat some fufu, man. Eat some fufu. just go with Partey a little bit, man. Come and get some jollof or something. Every time he got touched, he was on the floor. I'm like, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
Every time the guy got touched, he was on the floor. Come on, man. I don't know if he was sick too, but he was dreadful. It was one of the worst games I've seen from him. Merino just running around, those kind of players that look busy, but when you actually look at it,
he's not doing much.
Don't do much.
It's not when you're at work and then when your boss is looking your way, you're just trying to act like
that's what you do.
That's just the kind of performance I saw from him. I didn't see anything else. And then he had a gilt-edged chance to score, and I don't know how he missed that from the Rice free kick. Rice again, hustle and bustle, but I mean, he can only do that's his game. I mean, he will run around and break up play, but just overall, man, offensively again, and that seems to be a recurrence this year. Just offensively inert, and this game just shows the urgency for a forward, preferably a number 9 that score goals. A number 9 actually stays in the box, but just not a forward in general to go, and especially with Saka out, now Nwaneri is out, and just looking big right
now. One thing during the game was that when Nwaneri went off, I was really like surprised. I was like,
he got injured.
Yeah, he got injured. Yeah. That wasn't announced during the game, so that made me a little confused with Mikel Arteta and but afterward you understand. Obviously, he's injured. Let's bring him out. But yeah, man, I think you summed it up perfectly with everything. It was a pretty dull performance from Arsenal, and having scored first, you don't really expect that. You really, it's like they were caught in between, still playing or defending, I guess, and it didn't come out right. Obviously, with the players missing, it makes it that the synergy is not there as it usually is. So man, I know we're gonna talk about the penalty that drew the game, but that's the one thing about Brighton. Like, I think this season they've had like so many draws. They don't lose easily, but it's hard to beat them as well. So I think that's what happened to you guys. On paper, it's not a bad result, to be honest, because Brighton has been doing good.
Well, in hindsight, it's not because Liverpool got held. But if Liverpool won that game, then that would have been a catastrophe. Yeah,
that's what
definitely you would have felt that gap a whole lot more. But still, I don't know. The problems we're going to talk about are the same. The striking position. Jesus, as soon as he gets a little bit of flowers, he just tramples them right away. So, that's terrible from him, man. Like, you had 2 good performances, carry that into the next. Yeah, that's the one thing I can say.
Yeah, but I mean, let's talk about before Thierry. I'll let you. Let's talk about the penalty record since you mentioned it. The opinion out there is split. Some people say definite penalty. I'm definitely in the camp that it's not a penalty, and I'm just interested to know what you guys got to say about it. Well, the reason why I'm saying that it's not a penalty is, for me, it's a clash of head, and since we're in a clash of head, so you have to determine, is it a clash of head or is the guy headbutting him? For me, it's a clash of head, and before he even connects with his head with João Pedro, he actually touches the ball. He touches the ball before. So how is that a penalty for? It's not even a foul. Clash of heads have never been a foul. It's the fact that one of them fell down, acted like he got shot in the back by a sniper in Afghanistan, and the other guy just took it like a man. It's just that's it. That is it for me, and that's why this was given. I don't know. I mean, just biased enough, but I don't know what. Give me your opinion.
and then I got to
Now you're right. Now you're good. I mean, this guy should have been off for. This should have been a concussion substitution. Yeah. Come on, man.
Oh man, the one thing I can say is that he did play well. João Pedro did play well. Now, on different angles, you kind of come to different conclusions. Honestly, I did see an angle where you see Saliba touch the ball first, you see the follow through, you see that there is not much there at all. But there's another angle where it looks a little bit worse. It looks like he missed the ball and he kind of headbutt into it and stuff like that. So it seems like the referee just chose which to look at, and that's really something. He just guessed it. He just guessed. He was like, okay, on this one it looks bad, on this one it looks okay. So all right, let's just conclude. So it's a 50-50. It really is a 50-50. Definitely not a decision.
I don't know if it's a 50-50. What I can grant you is because the decision was made by the ref first, and I understand having made that decision before it goes to VAR.
No wanting to overturn,
not wanting to overrule it. You know, I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But VAR should tell him, yo, like, that's not a foul. But I mean, I understand that on that angle. But that for me, that's never a foul, man. Like we see class ahead all over the field all the time. It's never a foul. Yeah, both people go down, and then you treat them, they get up, and then we resume. It's an accident.
Yeah. My thing with it is like, I think where it's like more, because I'm on the fence. Honestly, this is like one of them where, like, if it's my player, I'm saying it's a definite PK, and if it's against me, that's not a PK. So I'm on the fence. But I think where I understand both sides, I think where it's like, I would say more than like a clash of heads, because obviously, to be honest, I've never seen this like I've never seen a PK being given for something like this before. So like, I think where you can say, oh, maybe it's more similar to, like, let's say it was a late tackle or something like that, is because Pedro was like in control of the ball. So that's
the thing. It wasn't, because he miscontrolled the ball.
I think he was going to get to the ball.
That's why the ball flicked up. So it wasn't in full control of the ball. He was in possession of the ball.
Because like
he was in possession of the ball, but he wasn't in full control of the ball. The ball flicks up. So now when the ball
flicks it up, though, he's the one who flicked it up.
No, he doesn't flick it up.
I think he flicked it up with his head, and then he was trying to get to the next one. And then
he miscontrols it. That's when the ball flicks up, and then he wants to move it with his head. That's what happens. Because he had a bad touch. Yeah. No, I mean, you can look at it again. Because he doesn't intentionally flick the ball up to move it with his head. No, he doesn't do that. It was a miscontrol. The ball is in his possession, granted, right? But he miscontrols the ball. That's when the ball flicks up, and then he uses his head now to move the ball and to go towards the goal. And that's when the ball is in the air like that, it's fair game. It's like when there's like a goal kick, and
I mean, but if it's in his possession though.
But
because he looked like he was gonna get to that touch. It wasn't like a big touch where he's going. Like he's just going, and like he's never gonna get there. It looked like
that's the thing about that is Saliba gets to the ball first. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, we get that, but like if you get, like, let's say if it's with the feet and it gets to the ball first and like nudges the ball, but then cleans him out, that's still a PK. You're gonna say that's a PK, Like,
but I mean, I understand that, and I think it's a little bit different. But it's like, for example, say there's a goal kick, and the striker and the defender go up in the air, right? And they both go for the header, right? But the striker flicks it just a little bit, so it goes just above the rabbit, and then there's a clash of head. That's never been about.
Then that's not.
You know what I mean? And I think that's what happened there. And the fact that Saliba actually touches the ball first, yes, it just goes on top of his head, but he touches the ball first. So you could argue that it's actually the momentum of João Pedro when he's trying to flick the ball forward to go onto it later. Maybe that movement initiates that contact between the heads. I mean, you could argue that as well.
Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that's why I'm 50-50. That's why I'm 50-50. I feel like it's very it's in the middle. And I think the biggest thing there is that I don't even think the ref went to look at the camera. Like, I think they didn't even, like, the VAR literally was just like we'll just go with your decision. Which
they're just like we can't overturn it because it's not clear and obvious.
Yeah, I think they probably should have sent him to the camera to give him another look, at the very least. But I gotta say, that ref was poor. He was poor. I remember I was watching it with Freddie, and as soon as he came in, I was like, yeah, this guy, that was the day he was having. You knew he wanted to give something.
This is supposed to be the best ref in the country. This is it.
Anthony Taylor, man, respect on his name.
That's it. That's the best that the Premier League has to offer in terms of referee. Guy, just
we gotta check his nose, man. We gotta check his nose.
We gotta check that white powder, man, because they're probably all at it, man. I mean, with a performance like that, who knows?
They're probably all at it, man.
But I mean, all in all, I mean, we didn't do enough anyway to. I mean, this is not the defining fact of the game. I mean, yes, it's not penalty for me, but it's not the part that upsets me. It's not like we were, attacking them and bombarding them with chances after chances, and we were just unlucky. And then this comes and takes away the results from us. No, that's not it. We did nothing during that game. Like I said, we have a fortuitous goal for us, and then just nothing else. And Brighton did nothing at all as well. But I mean, 1-0, you just leave yourself open for this kind of situation, and that's it. It comes to bite you now. Brighton looks like they're fast becoming a bogey team for us.
Yeah. I think that's like you said, like Freddie said, you guys look like you were kind of caught between do we defend or do we keep attacking? And like the second half, like they weren't doing much with the ball, but like it felt like they had all of the ball like that second half. They were just like the attacking force. And like when you do that, like even if your defense is good, but if that happens too much, like you leave yourself to like terrible decisions that will cost you the game and stuff like that. So
exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like we say every time, striker is a must. So I'm interested to see who you guys bring, man. Ahmad is off limits. Maybe Kolomwani. I mean, I heard he's on the
I've seen Kolomwani linked with Spurs today. I'm like,
he's linked with us, man. He's linked with us.
I'm like, this is such a Spurs signing. To go,
he's linked with United.
For real.
It's for real.
It fits straight in. It goes straight in.
Yeah, it is straight in.
Now, I think right now his agent is just throwing him out there and just see what happens.
For everything.
At the end of the day, he's not playing at PSG, so I think this is just agent talk. I don't think there's much in there yet. I mean, knowing Spurs, man, they're the kind of team that go for this kind of player, man. Guy's dead, man. Dead player. I don't know, but that's all in all. That's pretty much this game, man. I mean, is there anything else that we need to say about it? But just apart from the fact that again we get another lifeline. That's the third lifeline that Liverpool gives us. And how many do you want to pass by? If you want to win this league, and this kind of performances, honestly, are not gonna cut it at all. Yeah.